What is up there, beautiful people, and welcome to another edition of Just Trending You. So today we're speaking everything that's related to the Dr. Nandipha and Thabo Bester saga, and specifically about the Hyde Park hideout that they were living in, or the Hyde Park mansion that they were living in after Thabo Bester escaped prison. As we all already know by this point, he escaped prison last year at around May, and it's obviously being alleged that he was living in this hideout at Hyde Park with Dr. Nandipha, okay? So there's been a lot of talk on Twitter and all over social media recently about the Hyde Park hideout, specifically in regards to rentals. Okay, so some new information has been leaked. Obviously, Dr. Nandipha, and Thabo Bester did not own the mansion; they were renting it. Word on the street says they were renting it for about 60,000 rands a month. And a lot of people are asking themselves, why they would obviously, make this decision to rent a house. And obviously it's because, according to my opinion, if you're going to be living in a house with an ex-con, not an ex-con, like with a current convicted man that's convicted of rape and murder, you want to make sure that you're not living in a house that you personally own. And I believe that's why they obviously, rented out this mansion, because they, number one, like to live in luxury, and number two, they couldn't risk buying a home where they could live just yet. That's just my personal opinion. Secondly, this house is now, being rented out again. The amount that's going around on Twitter is about 70,000 rands. I haven't really fact checked this, but it was tweeted by someone called Man's Not Very Rule. Apparently, this house is being rented out for 70,000 rands. It's back on the market, and I was quite shocked to see that, because number one, the court case of Thabo Bester and Dr. Nandipha hasn't been concluded. On the contrary, it's actually far from being concluded, in my personal opinion. And secondly, I would assume that there's still ongoing investigation regarding, the body of the maid that's missing, regarding any other bodies that might potentially be, be buried in that Hyde Park mansion, right? So according to my opinion, I think it was just a bit premature that the house would, be put up for rental so quickly after Thabo Bester and Dr. Nandipha have just been caught, because I think that there's still a pending investigation as to trying to figure out the extent of their crimes, trying to figure out if there might have been evidence, obviously, that was concealed in that house. So for me, if there's still a pending court case, two pending court cases, and the pending investigation that's currently underway, and a court case that's currently underway, then to me it seems a bit premature to put that house up for rental, because some crucial evidence could still be in that house that could lead the police to uncover more hidden truths regarding this case, Dr. Nandipha and Thabo Bester. For me, I don't know, it just seems as if the police, or the people who are investigating, in my personal opinion, are fumbling. There has to be evidence that is linking these two, in my opinion, to more crimes in that house, because that's where they spent majority of their time. That's where Thabo Bester, I'm assuming, was the majority of his time, because he didn't really have freedom of movement. Yes, he was moving around, but I don't think he was moving around as much as an average person would. So for them to put this house back up on the market, well, the owners to put this house back up on the market, it would mean that, the people who are investigating might have ruled out that house as potentially having any more clues or evidence that could aid towards the ongoing investigation. And I just think it's just a bit premature. Dr. Bester and Nandipha haven't even been caught for like literally a month. It's only been like a couple of weeks, so for me it doesn't seem feasible that they would have done thorough fingerprint search, like different types of searches to gather evidence, based on what we see in these American, movies and whatnot, and these crime documentaries. When these people, what are they called? The name has literally just slipped from my mind. But these people who collect crime, the forensics, when they go into places where there might potentially be evidence of crimes that have been committed, they take their time to make sure that they are thoroughly searching that house for evidence. So for them to sort of rule out any possibility, in my opinion, of there being further evidence, because obviously you wouldn't allow more people to live in that house if you thought there was still more evidence to be collected, for them to do it so prematurely, it just seems as if we're fumbling this investigation, and these two might actually get away scot-free. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, without me speculating too much, tell me what you think in the comments section, my darlings, and I will see you in my next upload. Goodbye, lovely.